consequences of another witch or warlock getting their hands on it. Or a member of the royal family. Oh, Chop!
Despicable woman. The kingdom was thrown into chaos, and the king is on his deathbed.
My family has as much of a stake in this as yours.
Yes, and your husband died for it, I'm well aware.
You can't discuss treason in the bloody throne room.
The plan is to kill the king, seize the throne, and then not charge ourselves with treason.
But that's the plan. Needs a bit of work, doesn't it?
You wouldn't.
Oops. I've heard you've come into possession of some jewellery of late. I wondered if I might inquire as to what you intend to do with it.
I took it to the market and sold it. I'm looking for an object of immense value that I believe you sold.
Adria has the amulet.
Look, I know Adria has the amulet. Can I wake up now?
Yes!
A witch named Adria has got the amulet that I'm looking for that fell out of the sky. Interested in helping?
We're up, we're walking.
I went down to the market and got you this.
What day did you get the extra money on?
Here you go.
I am a prince to rescue and a kingdom to save.
Lady Vanya, as soon as I heard you were here, I came immediately with the hope of seeing you. It's been far too long since we last spoke. I hope your visit here isn't too, distressing.
Not at all. It's an honour you're so keen to see me.
Oh, I'm always pleased to meet such a like-minded individual.
I must apologise, my lady, but I came merely to pay my respects to my king. I really can't stay.
Oh, no matter. Oh, perhaps we can meet for afternoon tea tomorrow in the guardhouse beyond this room?
Of course.
Well, your lady friend getting impatient isn't helping anything. We need a firm plan of action. But at least with Esme watching, Vanya will keep out of our way. This is a glorious day, Harley. Our glory. Not some soppy widow's.
To be fair to her, she did get to the king. Could have poisoned him. It would have been impossible to tell apart from the curse. Hasn't been for that witch. Of course, it was appalling she acted without our consent. A mere woman?
Quite. The point is, I've always known we could get that far, but that witch is always going to be there to stop us. She practically never leaves the man's side. We need a plan to draw her away. The problem is she has no friends or family to get into trouble to distract her. Her life is her work. A most strange way to live your existence.
Perhaps we just need to watch and wait.
For what, you cretin? No, we need a plan.
Well, that went well! Wasn't there anything in the dream about the witch having a bodyguard who's a considerably better swordsman than you? Oddly enough, no! Minor detail! Minor? You call this a minor detail?
Yes, exactly. I know I should explain.
That's great! Run for your life!
Oh, can you just wait?
Well, run! Leave it!
I'll take the first watch.
You'll get no argument from me.
That's just fine by me.
Now, can you two please explain what's going on?
Well, Roderick and I strode bravely into the heart of danger.
Oh, perhaps Roderick should explain. I like a good story, but when in mortal danger, I prefer the truth.
Fair enough.
We found out that a witch named Adria has the amulet that I'm looking for. She's the greatest enemy of this state. She murdered my mother and cursed my father. As we tried to stop her, she just wasn't powerful enough.
Why didn't the guards stop it? Sorry, stupid question. She's a witch.
No, not a stupid question at all, pal. Witches can't just snap their fingers and turn people into frogs. No, spells take time, energy. That's why she's got that guard with her for protection.
It was tradition for the witch to be able to see the king with the guards outside. She blocked the door, with everyone in quick succession. She's out of the king's private entrance before anyone even knew what was going on.
That's awful. So you grew up with your dad dying from this curse?
We had a few years together. He was only able to talk, and then after that, not even that. But Esme's been wonderful. A mother I never had. Even if she does look my age, which is a bit disturbing.
Witches live a lot longer than mortals, and they age more gracefully too. So anyway, how come you're here? Aren't you supposed to be at this lecture thing?
Well, I realised I wasn't treating this like it was real. But of course it is, so I'm sorry about that.
Apology accepted, and really necessary, Super Petal. It takes great bravery to come back and face the end of a tale. That's not something that Maveus even showed in his wood carvings.
He never showed anything in them. They're awful.
How could you say that about the greatest artist in Azarian history? He was a genius.
A genius? Look, just because he impressed Egan the Gullible enough for his carvings still to hang in the palace to this day. But personally, I don't find impressing someone with the epithet gullible to be particularly impressive.
Oh, my boy, you underestimate old Egan just as much as everyone else did. I could tell you some stories.
He was king 100 years ago. What would you know about him?
More than you might think.
Well, I for one would like to hear these stories.
Well, it was a dark and stormy night, and the snow was falling down so hard that no one could see 3 foot in front of their faces.
Look, Hannah, I know this is going to sound like I'm being pushy and controlling and all those things you hate again.
Here we go.
No, please, just listen and then you can answer. I think you should go home. Not because I don't trust you to be safe or sensible or I think you're useless or anything like that. Quite the opposite. It's just, I can't stand the thought of you getting dragged into our battles and getting killed because of it.
Can I answer now?
Yes, speech over.
There must be some hope.
Or else, why are we fighting?
Because I'm the prince. Because it's my duty. But deep down, I know that hope for winning today is a false one.
This world ain't so different from my world after all. My country once faced the most powerful enemy you can imagine. We were surrounded on every side. It was hopeless. But we kept fighting. We stood our ground. We didn't surrender because it's the right thing to do. And that's what you're doing. Not because you're the prince or it's your duty, but because it's right.
What happened to worrying about getting stabbed?
I'm staying today, because that's what my country did. And I'm damned if I'm going to let down my country just as much as you're not going to let down yours. Are you going to make me go back now?
Not after that speech, no. It's an honour to know you, Hannah Matthews. And it will be an honour to stand and fight with you today.
Hello again, my dear. What a delicious twist of fate that it was your daddy who brought back the amulet you sold. Cruel, really. Because it brings me back to you. And that's not something you want. Now, you're going to give me back what is mine!